Good morning. This is the January 15th Energy and Carbon Management Commission. We have a short agenda this morning. We'll start with the roll call.
Commissioner Ackerman,
Here.
Commissioner Cross,
Present.
Commissioner Mesner,
Here.
Commissioner Oath,
Here.
Commissioner Ray, Commissioner Robbins.
Here.
Mr. Chair, you have 6 commissioners present.
Great. Welcome, everybody. Again, as I mentioned, we have a bit of a short agenda. We start with commissioner comments. Does anyone have comments for the rest of us? Seeing none, we move to consent. Does anyone have questions on consent? Seeing no questions, I'd look for a motion to approve consent.
So
Motion and a second. All those, any questions? Deliberations? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, I now would recognize AAG Mercer-Gelman for the next matter on our agenda, which is a contemplated executive session.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and good morning, everyone. Pursuant to the Open Meetings Law, the Commission is entitled to enter into executive session at this regular meeting to receive legal advice pursuant to Colorado Revised Statutes, Section 246402(3)(a)(2). The topics of the executive session were identified on the agenda for today, and they are to receive information, legal advice, and analysis regarding contested docket 231000313, the Kerr-McGee Cypress OGDP, and contested docket 231100343, the Verdad Nighthawk OGDP. The other purpose of the executive session is also to receive legal advice and information on all commission matters currently in pending litigation. So with that, Mr. Chair, I would invite you to encourage a motion to enter executive session.
So moved. Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion and a second to enter executive session for the reasons articulated by AAG Mercer-Gelman. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, folks, general script here is we're going to leave this Zoom meeting. We're going to go into an executive session Zoom meeting, which is a different one. We're going to undertake our executive session, and then once we're done, we'll come back to this meeting, and we will basically note that no decisions were made and that we're going to adjourn. There is no other pending matters on our docket for today. So you're fine to stick around. If you don't want to, that's fine too. Otherwise, we will see you in a bit, probably about an hour for executive session, but that is a guess on my part. See everybody soon. All right, this is the Energy and Carbon Management Commission. We have concluded executive session. Would look to AAG Davenport or AAG Mercer-Gelman for next steps.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I would just note for the record that we are returning from executive session. During the executive session, the Commission received legal advice on the matters noted on today's agenda, the OGDP applications by Kerr-McGee and Verdad, as well as an update on all pending litigation before the Commission. No decisions were made and no votes were taken. So Chairman Robbins, I invite you to make a motion to exit executive session.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second to exit executive session. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. That concludes the agenda business items for today's meeting on January 15th. I would move to adjourn.
Second.
Motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? We are adjourned. Thank you, folks. See you next week.